Baegeun. It's already the second week of March, and that of course means that spring is here and in the air. Well, you may have noticed if you took a walk in a nearby park that, yes, the new leaves are abloom. And of course, the weather is warmer and it's just great. Let's welcome today's contenders onto the stage. Welcome, Cadence team. We have Kang Jung-han and Kim Min-gi. You guys met in the military and you're in it for the free travel, you said. Now, Cadence involves one of your hobbies, right?
Mountain biking. Yeah. I actually enjoy mountain biking every weekend together, and it's very important to keep paddling in Cadence, so that's why we chose Cadence for our team name.
I see. So you want to remain in sync
Yep.
on our show as well as in my mountain biking, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay, well, good luck to you and thank you for joining us. And going against the Cadence team, we have two geeks, Mark Long and Sham Kumar. And of course, you guys originally wanted to go with kiwi curry for New Zealand, kiwi, and curry for India, where you guys are from. Of course, you guys are roommates in Korea now, and you've been here about 2 years, right?
Yeah.
Now, two geeks, is it descriptive of you?
A little bit.
A little bit? We'll see as we go along with the quiz. And so, thank you very much for joining us, and good luck to all of you today. Now we will begin the first section of our quiz. We'll give you 10 multiple choice questions worth 10 points each. You'll get 5 seconds to answer per question. If you get a question incorrect, then we'll stop there and give you the sum of points up to that point. If you get all 10 correct, then we'll get to give you 50 bonus points. Hopefully you both will get those 50 bonus points today. If you're not sure about a certain question, you can call out chance, and we'll take away 2 of the incorrect choices and get you a better chance at the correct answer. Cadence, you get to choose Q, U, I, or Z.
We'll go with U.
Okay, you will go with question set U, number 1. Of the following, elementary schools in Korea last how many years? 1, 3, 2, 4, 3, 5, 4, 6.
Number 4, 6.
Very good, Cadence. We begin easy and we go with question 2. Of the following, which fruit was poisoned in the fairy tale Snow White and the 7 Dwarfs? 1, apple, 2, banana, 3, mango, 4, strawberry.
Number 1, apple.
And we go with question number 3. Of the following, which sport does not have a goalkeeper? 1, soccer, 2, sepak takraw, 3, handball, and 4, ice hockey.
Number 2 is sepak takraw.
That's right. And of course, that game was part of the Asian Games in Busan in 2002. And we go to question number 4. Of the following, which sea does not meet with the African continent? 1, the Mediterranean, 2, the Indian Ocean, 3, the Pacific Ocean, and 4, the Atlantic Ocean. If you're not sure, you can call out chance. What do you want to do?
Number 3, the Pacific Ocean.
Very good. And you have not used chance, and we go into question 5. Of the following, which is not a movie Cameron Diaz appeared in? 1, There's Something About Mary, 2, The Sweetest Thing, 3, Chicago, and 4, Vanilla Sky. You can use chance.
Number 3, Chicago.
Correct. And of course it was Renee Zellweger. And we go to question number 6. Of the following, what is the name of the computer virus that is active on March 6th and destroys hard disk data? 1, VVS Merlin, 2, Michelangelo, 3, Win95 Love, and 4, Win32 Kles Warm E.
Number 2, Michelangelo.
Of course, Michelangelo is the correct answer. The Win 95 Love is it occurs the first of every month. And we go into question number 7. What is measured in ohms? 1 power, 2 heat, 3 speed, 4 electrical resistance.
And number 4, electrical resistance.
Very good. Now, Cadence team, you seem to be working very well together, as your team name suggests.
Yeah.
We are already standing before the question number 8, and you have not used chance. What do you think your chances are of getting to 10 and getting the 50 bonus points?
8 out of 10, maybe.
8 out of 10, very good chances. And we go to question number 8. Of the following, which is an artwork from the Paleolithic age? 1. Gandhara, 2. Gasul, 3. Altamira cave painting, 4. Remains of Gora.
And number 3, Altamira cave painting.
The Gasul is actually a vessel, a metal works vessel, and we go to question number 9. Classical composer Georg Friedrich Handel suffered in later life the loss of what sense? 1. Taste, 2. Sight, 3. Sound, and 4. Speech.
We'll call out chance.
Great, we'll take away 2 of the incorrect choices, and please make your final selection, Cadence team.
Okay.
We go to sight.
Yeah.
You guys didn't look that sure, but you made a good guess. And we go to question number 10. Of the following, which does not have to do with genes? 1. Chromosome, 2. RNA, 3. DNA, 4. Protoplasm.
And number 4, protoplasm.
And with that, Cadence, you get the 50 bonus points. Congratulations. This proves to be a tough beginning for you guys, 2 Geeks team. You get to choose Q, I, or Z.
Going with Z?
Yep.
Z.
Okay, we'll go with Z. Question number 1. Of the following, which is not an animal that hibernates in winter? 1. Frog, 2. Hedgehog, 3. Snake, 4. Cat.
4. Cat.
I think it's so easy that you paused, right? And we go to question 2. Traditionally, how many colors are considered to be in a rainbow? 1. 6, 2. 7, 3. 9, 4. 10.
2. 7.
Good. And we go to question 3. Of the following, which blood type is the universal donor? 1. Type O, 2. Type B, 3. Type A, 4. Type AB.
1O.
The type of blood that can receive all types is type AB, right?
Right.
And we go with question number 4. Of the following, Salvador Dali was born to which nationality? 1. Spanish, 2. French, 3. Portuguese, 4. English.
1 Spanish.
And of course, you have not used chance. And we go to question 5. What is identified by its ISBN? 1. A film, 2. A book, 3. A photo, 4. A map.
2 A book.
And we go to question 6. What was the former name of St. Petersburg in Russia? 1. Leningrad, 2. Moscow, 3. Volgograd, 4. Riga.
1. Leningrad.
And 2 geeks, I ask you the same question. What are your chances, do you think, of getting to question 10 and getting the 50 bonus points?
7 and 10.
7 and 10? Okay. And we go to question 7. Who was the last member to join the Beatles? 1. Paul McCartney, 2. John Lennon, 3. Ringo Starr, and 4. George Harrison. Not sure, you can't call out chance.
Yeah, we'll take the chance.
Okay, we'll take away 2 of the English choices. And please, 2 geeks, make the final selection.
Okay, number 4, George Harrison.
Star. Well, you end the section with 60 points, but of course we have lots of the quiz ahead, and of course you can catch up and perhaps end up winning. Cadence, though, you are in the lead as we close this section at 150 points. Congratulations. And this next section is where we see how well you work together. Of course, you know that we give you a pre-chosen category, 20 words, and of course you're supposed to have your partner guess which word you're trying to get at. Please do not use the phrase or word that we give you on the board, except what we give you in parentheses. And Cadence, if you're ready, please take your position next to me. Your chosen category was computer magic, and well, are you in computers?
Actually, he studies mechanical engineering.
So that's his field,
Yeah.
and is that why you picked the category?
Yeah.
Okay, are you ready?
Yes.
Go.
It's storage, 3.5. Speak loudly.
CD,
No. Scale. Storage.
hard disk drive,
Much smaller.
floppy disk,
The last one, the last word. Floppy what?
floppy disk drive,
Test. Test. You can use the internet through this, not LAN, but
modem,
notebook.
laptop computer,
Just like a human, just like a man. It moves like eyeball. Eyeball. Like human. Like test. 10 giga tera what?
byte,
Canon XC what?
digital camera,
There's some information table like G. On the ID card, what do you have?
magnetic part,
Similar, yeah. Fast. Very fast computer.
Cadence. This proved to be a pretty tough category for you guys. Well, you passed on quite a few words. You ended up not getting to supercomputer, which is a very fast computer or a computer of superior capability, and merchandise index is barcode. That was what your partner was trying to get at. And you didn't get diskette. You just didn't get the last part, yes, the diskette. But you actually had quite a lead going in with 150 points, and so you end the section with 190 points, Cadence. And 2 geeks, if you're ready, please take your position. And of course, you picked Oceania as your category, and of course, your partner is from New Zealand, so this should give you sort of an edge, right?
sort of, yeah, hope
You had
so.
to study up, right?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, are you ready?
Yep.
Go.
The big C,
Let's see. What letter?
P,
P, Pacific Ocean.
H, the island belongs to America.
Hawaii.
K, hops, animal, Australia.
Kangaroo.
F, the country next to Australia.
Fiji.
Nuclear bombs.
Mura Atoll.
No. P.
French Polynesia.
Local people from your country.
Maori.
Harbour. Second largest city in Australia.
Sydney.
Yep. E. Floating. Pass. Pass. P. And what are the next two letters?
Papua New Guinea.
M. Continent. Above Australia. M. Continent. Small continent.
Micronesia.
The person who discovered the island next to
Abel Tasman.
No.
Tasman. Captain Cook.
Third largest. Yes.
Cook.
Yes. The full name.
Captain Cook. Captain James Cook.
Yep. S. Floating.
Stewart Island.
No. Pass. Capital of your country.
Wellington.
The movie you gave me, the Maori movie.
Once for Warriors.
The place where you can go to snorkel.
Great Barrier Reef.
The animal which looks like a ghost in the place, island next to Australia. Pass.
Two Geeks, you have actually caught up on the score. 190 even, you stand there. And you did a great job of going through this very fun category. Well, you ended up not getting to the Tasmanian devil, that is the animal, the wild, fury-looking kind of wolfish animal. And you passed the taro, which is a food that people of the region eat. And the island famous for the sculptures of the heads, Easter Island. Yes, and that is what you passed on as well. In Central South Pacific, we have Polynesia. Well, you've evened the score at 190 points. This is a very good job for you, two geeks. Congratulations. And of course, this is a section that many of us wait for. Mr. Kim Jun-sung will come out to help us with the questions. Welcome to the stage.
Thank you, our new stage.
Uh-huh.
It's been, 2 weeks old.
Yeah. And now it's been a very close game.
Yeah, actually,
the score.
I thought that they would do much better in their last section. But if you look at if you take another view on it, it's a good thing that you got the 50 bonus points, right? If you didn't, then you'd be 50 points down. So that's a good thing.
Yeah. And so with that, what are the rules of this section?
All right, this next round is a round of 15 multiple choice questions. Each question is worth 30 points, so that's 450 points in total. The first team that buzzes in can answer, and if the team either gets the answer wrong or cannot answer the question at all, then the question will go over to the other team. And you have 5 seconds to answer, and when both teams cannot answer the question, we will give you a spelling hint.
And please pause until I call out your team names before you share your answer with us. And if you don't have any questions, then we'll go with question number 1.
Okay, question number 1. People. This group of dark Caucasoid people originated in northern India, but in modern times lived worldwide, principally in Europe. This people were called this in the mistaken belief that they had come from Egypt. From which group of people is Romani the native language of?
Why don't we take a look at the spelling hint? Cadence.
Gypsy.
And as you will note, each question is worth 30 points, so the points move up pretty quickly. Two geeks, I'd like to see you on the board, and we go to question 2.
Okay, question number 2 is about computer. Recently, a credit card account fell victim to this in the U.S. What is the term used to denote unauthorized and illegal access?
Two geeks.
Hacking.
And of course, it happens not only in the U.S., it happens everywhere, doesn't it?
In
Scary.
Korea, a lot.
And we go to question 3.
Okay, question number 3 is about biology. A Korean Marine Research Center developed a technology to extract collagen, which are frequently used in cosmetics nowadays, from this. This marine invertebrate of the class Asteroidea has rays or arms, typically 5 in number, surrounding an indistinct disc. They are not fishes. What is this?
They're not fish. 2 geeks.
Squid?
Good guess, but Cadence, you get 5 seconds. Cadence.
Jellyfish?
Why don't we take a look at the spelling hint? Cadence.
Starfish?
Very good. And of course, you've got the lead again, Cadence, and it's a very close game. Let's go with the next question.
Okay, question number 4 is about science. Starting in mid-March, city buses in Jeju Island in Korea will use this system to access information of speed, location, and allocation of cars. This is space-based radio navigation system consisting
2 geeks.
GPS?
And once again, the score is even. Let's go with the next question.
Okay, question number 5 is about country. This is the largest island country in the world, and it was reported there are approximately 1,000 more islands belonging to this country than previously thought. So it is estimated that the number of islands of this country will amount to more than 18,108.
Cadence.
Australia?
2 geeks, it's your chance to answer and we'll finish the question.
It is the world's 4th most populous country. What is this country?
2 geeks, 5 seconds. 2 geeks.
Indonesia?
Yes. And we go to question, actually, 2 geeks, you've got the lead, 280 versus Cadence's 250. This is a very close game where you're taking the lead from one another. And now let's go to the next question.
Okay, question number 6 is about music. The 5 members of this girl group have held a reunion meal at the home of one of its members, but have dismissed suggestions that they are planning a comeback. They dominated the late 1990s with their popularity. What is the name of
2
UK's?
geeks.
Spice Girls?
Yes, they were pretty hot. And we go to question 7.
Okay, question number 7 is about a movie. This film has been voted for having the best love scene in a film poll of UK cinema goers. The scene involving a pottery wheel is from the 1991 supernatural
2 geeks.
Ghost?
And Demi Moore and Patrick Swayze had a very romantic scene with the pottery wheel, remember? And 2 geeks, you are increasing your lead, 340 versus Cadence's 250 points. However, this remains a very close game since each question is worth 30 points. Let's go with the next question.
Okay, question number 8 is about an author. This author's description of the Trojan battlefield in his classic
Cadence.
Homeros?
Homer is, of course, the writer of the poem The Iliad. And let's go with the next question.
Number 9 is about health. According to recent study, this diet of olive oil, cooked vegetables, and fish appears to ease symptoms of rheumatoid arthritis. This is an intercontinental sea that stretches from the Atlantic Ocean on the west to Asia on the east and separates Europe from Africa. What is this?
2 geeks.
Mediterranean Sea.
And we go to question 10.
Number 10 is about place. This is one of UNESCO's World Heritage Sites. This beautiful bay covers an area of 1,500 square kilometers in the northern part of Vietnam's East Sea. Its name means where the dragon descends into the sea. This wonderful landscape has 3,000 islands. What is this famous bay?
This famous bay of the northern part of Vietnam's East Sea. And now let's take a look at the spelling hint. Cadence.
I don't know.
2 geeks, 5 seconds. 2 geeks.
Hogok.
I will give you both one chance. 5 seconds. 2 geeks.
Hee-Jong Bay?
Cadence, 5 seconds. The answer we were looking for is Ha Long Bay. And we go with question 11 now.
Okay, question number 11 is about animal. According to the science magazine Nature, a remarkable gel under this animal's skin enables it to locate prey-rich thermal fronts. Mammals use cold-sensitive ion channels to translate information about the temperature. What is this animal which has species called white, tiger, hammerhead, and basket?
Cadence.
Shark.
And Cadence, you are catching up, and we go to question 12.
Question number 12 is about dance. This West Indian dance is an eccentric dance and is also known as the understick dance. The dancer moves to a Caribbean.
Cadence.
Limbo. Limbo.
And of course, this is proving to be very close. Cadence, you are just 30 points behind the Two Geeks team as we go into question number 13.
Okay, question number 13 is about fabric. This fabric is a durable twill woven fabric with usually blue colored warp and white filled threads.
Cadence.
Jeans.
Two Geeks, it's your chance to answer, and he'll finish the question.
It is also woven in colored stripes and it was first manufactured in the French town of Nimes. What is this?
Two Geeks, 5 seconds.
Denim.
Two Geeks.
Denim.
And Two Geeks, I'd like to remind you to share your answer with us only after I've called out your team name. And of course, if you had said Nimes, that would have made things lots easier for the Two Geeks.
Oh,
team.
is it Nimes or?
Nimes?
Okay.
Nimes.
Oh man, I hate these words.
Yeah,
dang it.
well, French pronunciation isn't that easy. And we go to question number 14.
Okay, question number 14 is about economy. Korea's Fair Trade Commission is planning to impose a fine that is higher than the excessive profits resulting from this. This is the collective word for a group of companies that limits competition by price fixing, market sharing, and restricting output. What is this?
Why don't we take a look at the spelling hint? Cadence.
Cartel.
And of course, this is very exciting, Cadence. If you get the next question correct, then we will have an even score and we'll have to have a tie-breaking question. Two Geeks, of course, if you get this question, then it means you are the winners and you will get to go on to face the So team from last week. We'll see what happens as we go to the last question of the set.
Okay, question number 15 is about art. The smile on the face of this is so enigmatic that it...
Two Geeks.
Mona Lisa.
And with that, Two Geeks, you get to go on to the finals. Congratulations. And of course, with that, Cadence, this was a very exciting and close but tough game for you, especially with the second section, I think. But I'm sure you have supporters back home. What would you like to share with them?
We are lost, but you know it was a good chance to learn how things work, and we had a good time. Yeah, that's good. That's enough, I think. Yeah.
Thank you very much for joining us. And now, Two Geeks, we'll see you right after this at the finals. And now let us welcome back the So team. It's good to have you back, So teams, Heo-jiwon and Suya. Now this is your attempt at win number 2 in a row. Of course, you already have tickets to Jeju Island. What did your friends say upon learning that?
They were really impressed and they really liked it.
And are they hoping that you'll win all the way to Europe?
They're hoping.
Okay, well, good luck to you and thank you for joining us. Now, 2 Geeks, I know you guys are in for quite a fight, as you saw with last week. They did a pretty good job of buzzing in pretty early, so I encourage you to buzz in as early as you can as you hear the hints. And 2 Geeks, good luck to you as well. Good luck to all of you. Now, of course, in this final category, we have 5 categories of questions with 5 questions each, 10 to 50 points each. What are our categories today?
The categories for this week are war films, ancient Egypt, fluid facts, modern devices, and famous structures.
And of course, you know that if you get a question correct, then you get the right to choose the next question. If you get a question wrong, then the chance to answer goes over to your opponents. And of course, please be reminded that you should only share your answer with us after I've called out your team name, okay? So I'll pick the first question. I will go with ancient Egypt for 10 points. This was discovered in 1799 in El Rashid in the western delta of Egypt. It played a key role in the deciphering of the hieroglyphic language. So,
Rosetta Stone?
And of course, there were 3 languages on this stone, which allowed us to learn about hieroglyphics, the hieroglyphics, Demotic, and Greek. And so, you're already on the board, and you get to choose.
Ancient Egypt for 20.
Ancient Egypt for 20 points. This city and capital of ancient Egypt during the Old Kingdom is located south of the Nile River Delta on the west bank of the river and about 25 kilometers south of modern Cairo. Closely associated with the ancient city's site are the cemeteries or necropolises of the city where the famous pyramids of Egypt are located. What is the name of this city? So,
Gaza?
2 Geeks, 5 seconds. Two Geeks.
Mesopotamia.
Okay, I'm going to give you an additional hint. There's a city of the same name in the U.S. in southwestern Tennessee. So,
Memphis.
yeah. And so, you get to choose.
Fluid facts for 10.
Okay, fluid facts for 10 points.
Question number 10. Every year, this river carries to the sea enough loess, a yellow, loamy deposit blown from the desert to build a wall 3 feet high and 3 feet thick that would stretch 23 times around the planet. It is the second longest river of China, following the Yangtze River.
2 Geeks.
Yangtze River.
And so, it's your chance to answer. And we'll finish the question.
What is that river?
5 seconds. So,
Yellow River?
yes. Or we would have taken Hong Ho. If you had just paused, we gave the Yangtze River as part of the hint, yes. And of course, so you get to choose.
Fluid facts for 20.
Fluid facts for 20 points.
This question is multiple choice. What word fits into the following blank? The blank of water varies according to air pressure. Number 1, freezing point. Number 2, melting point. Number 3, boiling point. Number 4, heating point.
2 Geeks.
Freezing point. 1.
And so it's your chance, 5 seconds. So
3. Boiling point?
yes. It is the boiling point of water that varies according to air pressure. And so if you live in high altitudes, then you have to wait a little longer for your water to boil. And so you are doing a great job buzzing in early and getting the answers. 2 Geeks, I'd like to encourage you to get on the board. And so you get to choose.
Famous structures for 10.
Famous structures for 10 points.
Hello, viewers of the Contenders. My name is Kim Jin-e. What do you consider architecture to be? Architecture is a matter of beauty and an important current issue. The famous structures show us the beauty and social situation of the times they were built in. Well, do you want to take a look at these famous structures? This structure was completed in 1937 and is one of the most recognizable structures in the US.
Two geeks.
Statue of Liberty.
So it's your chance to answer, and she'll finish the question.
Designed by Joseph B. Strauss, this elegant suspension bridge has a main span of 4,200 feet. The main span is the longest distance between the two main supports. What is the name of this structure located in San Francisco?
So 5 seconds. So
Golden Gate Bridge.
And two geeks, since in this category we only give you these word or verbal hints, you have to listen very carefully. I don't think you heard 1937. That was when it was completed.
Okay.
So you get to choose.
We'll try war films for 10.
War films for 10 points.
For 10 points, the 2001 film Pearl Harbor, starring Ben Affleck and Josh Hartnett, is set during the time of the Japanese bombing of Pearl Harbor. Pearl Harbor is a naval base and headquarters of the U.S. Pacific Fleet in Honolulu, Hawaii. In U.S. history, the name recalls the Japanese surprise air attack on December 7, 1941, that temporarily crippled.
So
Kamikaze.
Two geeks, it's your chance to answer, and please finish the question.
That temporarily crippled the U.S. fleet and resulted in the United States' entry into this war. What is this?
Two geeks, 5 seconds. Two geeks.
World War II.
Good to see you on the board, two geeks, and you get to choose.
War films for 20, please.
Okay, war films for 20 points.
Okay, for 20 points, this question is multiple choice, so each team will only have one chance to answer. Of the following, which film is not set during the Vietnam War? Number 1, Platoon. Number 2, Born on the 4th of July. Number 3, Deer Hunter. And number 4, Saving Private Ryan.
Two geeks.
Number 4, Saving Private Ryan.
Of course, that is another World War II movie. And two geeks, you're on your way to catching up. You get to choose.
War films for 30, thanks.
War films for 30 points.
Okay, for 30 points. In 1492, a teenage girl from a remote village in France stood.
So
Joan d'Arc.
Or we would have taken Joan of Arc. Of course, the movie starred Mila Jovovich, and it was actually quite fun. And so you get to choose.
Modern devices for 10.
Modern devices for 10 points. This question is, again, multiple choice. Messenger services you can use on the internet allows you to chat, send and receive files, and search for information. Of the following, which is not a messenger program? Remember, multiple choice means you only get one chance to answer per team, okay? 1, MSN, 2, ICQ, 3, Buddy Buddy, 4, Aladdin. Two geeks.
4, Aladdin.
And two geeks, you get to choose.
Modern devices for 20, thanks.
Modern devices for 20 points. In 1920, a Detroit policeman named William L. Potts worked out an electric light system that allowed him to control 3 street intersections from one tower. He picked the colors red, yellow, and green because railroads used them. These were the first of this. What? Two geeks.
Traffic lights?
Yeah. And two geeks, you get to choose.
Famous structures for 20.
Famous structures for 20 points.
This is the largest and most famous of the Roman amphitheaters and was opened for use.
So
Colosseum.
Yep. And of course, it was open for use in 80 AD. And of course, it could seat between 40,000 and 50,000 spectators at its height. But of course, it's in partial ruins now and is home to thousands of stray cats. So you get to choose.
Ancient Egypt for 30.
Ancient Egypt for 30 points. This question is again multiple choice. This is a representation or image of a beetle, much used among the ancient Egyptians as a symbol, seal, amulet, or the like. The scarab, an amulet associated with resurrection, is shaped like what? animal? 1. Hippopotamus. 2. Dung beetle. 3. Baboon. 4. Lion. So
2. Dung beetle.
yes. Of course, it's not an animal, it's an insect, but. And of course, you can see the dung beetle shape or the scarab on many Egyptian historical artifacts. And so you are increasing your lead and you get to choose.
War films for 40.
War films for 40 points.
Okay, for 40 points. There are so many submarine movies that it is almost a genre unto itself. Das Boot, The Hunt for Red October, Crimson Tide, and this film are examples of such movies. A team of American seamen, disguised as soldiers on a German rescue submarine, sneak aboard a disabled German U-boat in an attempt...
So
U-51? U-571?
final answer?
U-571?
2 geeks, it's your chance to answer, and please finish the question.
Disabled German U-boat in an attempt to capture the Enigma machine, a master encryption device which has enabled Axis forces to execute maritime attacks without fear of interference or interception by the Allies. What is the title of this movie, starring Matthew McConaughey and Harvey Keitel?
2 geeks.
U571.
Yes. And so we couldn't give you the credit because you did not give it as your final answer within the time limit we gave you. And of course, 2 geeks, you are catching up. You're 50 points behind though, and you get to choose.
War films for 50.
War films for 50 points.
Okay, for 50 points. The film Black Hawk Down is the true war story, as told in Mark Bowden's book of the same title. The film takes place in 1993 when the U.S. sent special forces into this country.
2 geeks.
Mogadishu.
So
Somalia?
Yes, they were sent into Somalia, and of course, the country is located on the Horn of Africa and suffered loss of its own people during its civil war in 1992. So you are now 100 points ahead, and you get to choose.
Famous structures for 30.
Famous structures for 30 points.
This structure in London was begun in 1050 and completed in 1065. It was rebuilt and enlarged in 1245 to 1250. Originally, the Abbey Church of the Vatican.
2 geeks.
Westminster Abbey.
And of course, the Abbey is one of England's most important Gothic structures. Of course, you are catching up. 130 versus Soam's lead of 200 points. 2 geeks, you get to choose.
Modern devices for 30.
Modern devices for 30 points. When the first of this device was installed in Harrods in London, near the turn of the century, brandy was served to passengers who felt faint. The name of this was first applied to a moving stairway. 2 geeks.
Escalator.
And of course, it was shown for the first time at the Paris exposition in the year 1900. Can you imagine having to have serve brandy to your customers because you place them on an escalator?
Yeah, and I don't imagine that they were that high either.
Yeah.
You know, but if you go to Hong Kong where they have the longest escalators, or they have the Hong Kong Shanghai Bank, where it takes you over the ground, it's not right by the hillside, so there's nothing there for about 200 feet. You feel pretty faint there. And I wish they would serve brandy when you get up at the top of that escalator. I mean.
And 2 geeks, you get to choose.
Fluid facts for 30.
Fluid facts for 30 points.
Okay, 30 points. What is the largest landlocked body of water in the world? It receives the Volga River and has an area of 154,000 square miles.
2 geeks.
Russia.
So it's your chance to answer, and he'll finish the question.
It has no outlet, so it collects salt and is 2/5 as salty as the ocean. Its level has been fluctuating over the centuries, and in recent years it has been shrinking, but current engineering plans may make it rise soon, artificially by making water flow from the Vyshegda and Pechora rivers into the Volga. What is this world's largest inland sea?
So 5 seconds. So
Dead Sea?
2 geeks.
Black Sea.
So 5 seconds. Actually, we are looking for the Caspian Sea. And with that, I will choose Ancient Egypt for 40 points. This king of ancient Egypt is the founder of the 4th dynasty. He was king for 23 years and was famous as the builder of the greatest pyramid at Giza. 2 geeks.
Tutankhamun.
So
Ramses?
Okay, why don't I finish the question? The chance to answer is open to both teams. The 3 pyramids of Giza near Cairo, all of the 4th dynasty, are the largest and finest of their kind. The Great Pyramid of this king was designated one of the 7 wonders of the world and is the largest pyramid ever built. 2 geeks.
Giza.
And the chance to answer goes over to So-Um, and I'll finish the question. What is the name of this king? So-Um, 5 seconds. So-Um.
Cheops?
Yes. We would have also taken Khufu. And So-Um, you get to choose.
Ancient Egypt for 50.
Closing out the category, Ancient Egypt for 50 points. She is a queen of ancient Egypt, wife of Akhenaten of the 18th dynasty and aunt of Tutankhamun. She seems to have been divorced by Akhenaten late in his reign. She is best known for a portrait bust. 2 geeks.
Cleopatra.
And the chance to answer goes over to So-Um, and I will finish the question. The exquisite limestone bust of her has given rise to the assumption that she was one of the most beautiful women of antiquity. Who is this queen? So-Um, 5 seconds. So-Um.
Queen Sheba.
The chance to answer goes to both teams. Think of this, the name of the famous, beautiful queen of Egypt. Come up with that name. 2 geeks.
Sphinx.
So-Um, 5 seconds. Oh no, I know you guys know the answer. Nefertiti was the name we were looking for. And we will go with famous structures for 40 points.
This palace is a walled fortress surrounding palaces, cathedrals, and governmental buildings. It is the seat of the government of Russia.
2 geeks.
Kremlin.
And 2 geeks, you've caught up. You have only 40 points separating you from the leads of So-Um, 240 points, and you get to choose.
Famous structures for 50.
Famous structures for 50 points.
This structure, located in Granada, Spain, is considered one of the greatest masterpieces of Muslim architecture. It was designed as a palace and fortress for the Moorish monarchs of Granada.
So-Um.
The Alhambra.
The Alhambra is what we were looking for, and of course, this is the great fortified Moorish palace that stands on a rocky hill. So-Um, you have increased your lead, 290 versus 2 geeks, 200 points. This remains a very close game, however, and So-Um, you get to choose.
Modern devices for 40.
Modern devices for 40 points. To most people, it's a little black box by the TV. Nowadays, this device is digital and analog technologies. 2 geeks.
Decoder.
So it's your chance to answer, and I'll finish the question. Nowadays, this device's digital and analog technologies are rapidly converging to create a whole new television experience. Powered by the emerging interactive This, television is becoming the heart of interactive home entertainment. It is a device used with a traditional television set to enable the reception and decoding of satellite, cable, or digital signals. What is this? So-Um, 5 seconds. Okay, the chance to answer is open to both teams. Think very carefully. 2 geeks.
Media.
So-Um, 5 seconds. We were looking for set-top box. So easy that you overlooked it. You know, the little black box that the satellite company gives you or the cable company gives you. Set-top box was what we were looking for. And we will go with fluid facts for 40 points.
Okay, for 40 points. The bottom of this ocean is nearly 9 miles closer to the center of the Earth than the bottom of the world's...
2 geeks.
Pacific Ocean.
And so it's your chance to answer, and please finish the question.
Then the bottom of the world's deepest trench, Mariana, which is 6.8 miles below sea level. This ocean is the northernmost region of the Earth, centered on the North Pole, and characterized by distinctively polar conditions of plant life, climate, and so on. What is this?
So 5 seconds. So
Arctic Ocean.
And so you have a choice of 2 questions. Which would you like?
Modern devices for 50.
Modern devices for 50 points. The first prototype was presented to the public in 1997 on the BBC TV program Tomorrow's World. This device uses a sonar system to navigate 4 motors and sophisticated electronics, and it will take care of the vacuuming all by itself. The Swedish company Electrolux, the world's largest producer of powered appliances for the kitchen and cleaning, created the world's first automatic vacuum cleaner. What is the name of this device? Okay, the name of blank is taken from a type of arthropod that vacuumed the ocean beds for small animals, and it is perhaps the best known of the fossils seen in walls, steps, and flooring made of stone. Five seconds. Two geeks.
Corals.
So 5 seconds. Final answer is trilobite. And you learn something new every day. We have
What the
just
heck
one.
is that, right?
No, well, and we go off with our last question, fluid facts,
All right.
for 50 points.
Fluid facts for 50 points. Though Lake Superior covers a greater area, 32,000 square miles, to this lake's 13,000, the lake contains less water. This lake represents the largest single volume of fresh water in the world, containing about 1/5 of the fresh water on the Earth's surface. It is located in the southern part of eastern Siberia, within the Republic of Buryatia and Irkutsk Oblast of Russia. What is the name of the deepest lake in the world?
The deepest lake in the world. We've named many lakes today on our game.
Deepest lake.
And as a hint, you haven't named this yet. I'll give you both 5 seconds. We were looking for Lake Baikal. Well, with that, so team, you have won. Congratulations.
Various prizes are awaiting our winning contenders. Your first win will take you on a trip to Jeju Island. Your second win to Japan. Your third win will take you to China. And on your fourth win, you'll win a trip to Southeast Asia. On your fifth win, a trip to Hawaii. Your sixth win, a trip to the United States. And on your seventh win, you'll take the grand prize of a tour of Europe. We hope many of you join us.
Two Geeks, it was wonderful to have you join us for the game. What would you like to say to your supporters worldwide?
I'll say hi, Mum.
And?
Well, it was tough, but definitely a good experience here.
Thank you very much for joining us. Now, so team, you have won twice in a row, and I know your ambitions are set on Europe, but, well, how do you feel?
Speechless.
Verbalize.
Exactly.
Speechless because you're so happy?
Yeah, or surprised. One of those.
Okay, well, congratulations again. So wins twice in a row. We'll see what happens to them next week. Join us same time. See you again. Bye-bye.